Was that there YouTube? Just put up the Major, Hubble, and Gaia, because I don't really have Soma and Major out together a whole lot unless we're doing something. And I don't have Moon out with Major and Hubble since they got into it a little while ago unless we're doing something. They do spend a lot of they will still come out together and all that stuff still, but whenever I'm just trying to chill, I'll guess I'll separate them a little bit now. I think Moon and Hubble are fine. I really don't got to worry about them. But Moon and Major are the ones who ain't. You know, Moon thinks she runs it. Major is like, I ain't going to submit to you. He'll kind of submit to Soma. And I know that if Moon and Major get into it, Hubble's going to get in there too. I don't know whose side she's going to be on. But and the reason, and I don't really be worried about that so much. I just don't want Soma to get into it. I don't want him because, you know, if you've been around dogs long enough, you know, once a couple of dogs start fighting, everybody might start scrapping. And he's the one I don't want back here to grab nobody because it's gonna be bad if he does. But they don't really give me signs that that's gonna happen anytime soon. So it's not like a super worry, but I just don't want it to happen right now while I got so much going on. And Gaia, she can be out with any group. I can have her out with Moon. I usually have her out with those two, Hubble and Major. She can be out with any group. I can have her out here with just her and Soma sometimes. If I want some super peace, that's my super peace, really. But really, as long as Major, Moon, and Lobo ain't out here, I get super peace. Moon, Major, and Lobo, they are wild the whole time. Hubble, Gaia, and Soma, they'll just chill if it's that group. Gaia ain't chilling unless she got a stick or some shit like that, like she got now. And Moon very rarely is out here chilling. Very rarely. Unless I just leave her out here all day, then she might chill. I took Major and Gaia today to run, play some fetch. I wore them out, so they're tired. They're tired anyway. Hubble, I gotta take her to do something tomorrow. Right there on mosquitoes. I gotta take Hubble to do something tomorrow. Oh, we got some good weather. I need to spray my yard for bugs, but I think it's gonna rain tonight, so I'm gonna wait till that's over. I forgot to put some off on or something. I know I'm gonna get bit up while I'm out here. Everybody's doing good though. Lobo's dope. Moon is healthy again. Soma, getting better every day. Even though I don't work Soma a whole lot, but you know I really don't. You know that's just my dog, man. That's my dog. So he can just do what he want to do. He can work when he want to work, and he deserves to just do this here too every once in a while, or whenever he wants to. I haven't gotten that much bite work lately because he really don't need it. It's really just fun, and since he don't really need it, I don't be wanting to take him to let him chew on decoys and shit all the time. Like I still take him, but if I'm going every week, I ain't taking him every week to just be chewing on people. He's heavy, he's powerful, he fights hard. Nobody want to deal with that. I mean, they do. The decoys love it. They love him too, but you know, I really there going for what I'm going there for what I go there for. Hey, Gaia, what's that? Gaia, no! Got my goddamn lighter. How you get that? Going there for what I go there, and she done tore it up already. She done busted it already. You mother. God dang. Okay, it's an old lighter. I must have left one out here. Taking them there for what I take them for, it's just a waste of time and money to take some. I might as well take these other dogs that kind of need some exposure. So, But even like Major, I'm gonna slow him down too because I know what's up with him. I know what's up with Major. I know if you come around here tripping, we tripping. You know what I mean? I was gonna do like get Major like competition ready and shit like that, but I don't think I will. I mean, he's so mean that um, I just don't want to play no games with him. You know what I mean? I'm still gonna take him to competitions because at competitions they have like workshops the day before or the day of the competition, and I'll still take him for that kind of shit because I can show him off. You know what I'm saying? That's really all that is. It's showing the world who he is, what he is, how he is. But as far as like actual competitions, I mean, he might do a protection competition, but like as far as like sport competitions and shit like that, we ain't gonna do that with him. And then Hubble ain't a competition dog either. I mean, Major is. Major could be. Major is. Hubble just really ain't a competition dog. She's a serious dog. She gonna get busy. You come back here tripping, she it's up and she getting busy. She gonna bite you. She gonna fight you. She want it. You know what I'm saying. But I had taken her away from bite work for so long that when I take her back now, it's like she gets busy. She has fun, and you know what I'm saying. But she's kind of like it's like a street dog when she's there, like a dog that she ain't really she hasn't been in, like when like there comes a time if you take your dog consistently where they start to put it together what they should be doing, where they should be biting, why they should be staying on, and all that kind of shit. She ain't there yet. She will bite you any fucking where she gets. I mean, she gonna hang on, she gonna hold on and all that kind of shit, but whatever she's close to, she's biting it. Full grip though, hard bite. You know what I mean. She'll stay in the fight. You can beat her up. You know what I mean. She gonna stay there. But if I let her go on a send, and you think she's gonna go for your arm, but your leg is closer or your face looks like it's close, she going there. So she still got a little bit to learn, and I don't even know if I really want to show it to her because, like I said, I ain't gonna be doing no competitions and stuff with her. You come around here tripping, I don't care where she bites you at. But I will. I am still gonna take Lobo. I don't think I will do. I'm not sure if I'll get her to like competition level. I'm not sure. Gaia though, I'm thinking about doing it with Gaia though. Gaia. Only thing about Gaia is she's a bulldog and she is kind of stubborn, but she's not like dumb stubborn. Bite on. She ain't. You know, they even kind of want you to punch, come in. She ain't doing. You know what I'm saying? Once she's on, her mouth is closed. It's closed, clamped down. It's done. You done. And she's on that spot. It don't matter if it's one tooth in you. She is. You know what I mean? But but overall, everything else, she has everything else that you would need to do sport though. Super high drive, super fun. Loves the game. Um, she has super good nerves. There ain't much that you can do to her that she's gonna let go even already at this young age because like I said, just like I said, because she is a bulldog. Um, but yeah, I think I'll do that more so with her. And like I said before, I had taken Hubble away from it for so long because I was going in the hog hunting route with her. She's just such a fire hunter. Of all my other dogs, like once they catch something, they get busy. It's different with I got so many dogs. It's different with Hubble though. She was born to hunt. Nature in the womb made her a hunter. So I was going in that direction with her for a long time. I had kind of stopped bite work and I was just going to do that, but I don't get out hunting enough. You know what I'm saying? For a while, I was letting her hit anything in the neighborhood. Um, and then we were hog hunting, but I'm in Missouri, so I uh, I don't get to hog hunt as much as I would like to for her. But hopefully soon that changes and I'll be closer to hog hunting and I can get her probably like once a month out there. I want to breed her 2 times for sure. Once to Soma, once to Major, and then I gotta find an outcross out there for her. But um, or maybe finding out across all. I think I don't know if I don't know if I will keep her after that. Part of me, part of me wants to do something like. Um, I know that there are like other people, like younger people, or even somebody older who's kind of trying to come into like the bull herder lane. I think she would be a great starter bull herder program dog. She would be great. You could take her because you could take her in so many different ways. She's civil, high prey drive, super trainable, big body, big bones, big head on the female. Um, she's tough. She has a good amount of bulldog. In 20 years her with the style of American bulldog that's in her, and bull herder. It's like Pressa out there. I see Corso. I see all kinds of I see all kinds of shit out there, um, but there ain't many out there like Hubble. So part of me says let somebody who's starting up a bull herder program. But every time I do something like that, they fuck it up, man. It's every single time, and I be feeling bad for the dog. But again, you know what I mean. I feel like I gotta keep trying to like, you know what I'm saying. I remember being out there by myself. You know what I'm saying, like coming up in dogs and not that it ever bothered me. Really, honestly, it didn't ever bother me. But I do know how much further I could have been I if I wasn't if I didn't do it if I wasn't doing it all by myself. So you know what I mean? If somebody would have gave me a good dog or sold me a good dog, you know what I mean? People sold me good pit bulls, or at least what I thought was good pit bulls. People sold me good dogs. People sold me good dogs for what I was asking for. You know what I'm saying in the dogs, but nobody when they had that shit though, when they had that shit, nobody really fucked with me for real. So you know. And I wasn't the type of person to go like really be like, hey, you should fuck with me. I never tried to rub nobody's shoulders or nothing like that. It was just like, you know, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? That's just this kind of person I am. So I'm not saying it was these people's fault. You know what I'm saying? It's partly my fault. You know, a lot of my fault to keep it real. But regardless of that, um, I know that there might be somebody out there like me who's looking at bull herders and wanting to get a bull herder program off, and Hubble would be perfect for that. I mean, it'll by the time I do that, she'll be 3, 4 years old. She'll probably only have 2 breedings left in her. But if the person knows what they're doing, um, then they'll be good. They'll be good. Because again, like I said, even by then, even 2 years from now, there won't be many dogs out there like her unless they came from me. I kind of see what people are doing when they do their bull herder style dogs, and there ain't many bred like her. Not saying that she's better or worse than anybody. There's some fire ass bull herder programs that I see every day. But again, she just brings something different to it. There ain't many females as big as her. There ain't many females as tough as her. There's probably some that are more civil, um, but she's pretty civil too. You know what I'm saying? She's highly civil too. I'd give her a 9. I'd say Bader's 10, but I mean I would give Soma about a 9 too. You know what I mean? No, Soma's no, hell no. Soma's a 10, but um, but still though, she would be perfect for somebody starting a bull herder program. If they, again, somebody who's serious about starting one, not somebody who's just playing around. I know a lot of people who will be like, hey, I'll take her and breed her to my dog 2 times and then drop her off at some lady's house. So you know what I mean? Like there's people out there who are like that. Shit, I'm friends with some of them. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? So I talking about him. I'm talking about somebody who seriously wants to kind of understand what they want to do, and and um, have a plan for it and just need the dog. Because somebody else gonna charge you, um, you know, 1,000 plus for a dog like for a dog as good as her, and more if it's a puppy. And I'm not saying I'm not gonna charge 1,000 plus. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I'm considering instead of like I usually have like a three breeding plan. Usually when I get ready to breed my females, I know all the three back to back to back the breedings that I'm gonna do, um, or the direction that I'm gonna take. And with her, with Hubble, I don't have that right now. Now again, I'm just saying I might be willing to let her go because I love that dog. That is, I mean, I love her to death and she loves me to death. So, but again, I do get the big picture, and I know that I can't do this myself for forever. And there's somebody, 21, 22, 23, just got a yard. You know what I'm saying? Got them a nice little bulldog or pit bull or something, and they want to get into bull herd, or they got them a nice little Malinois or something, some kind of herder, and they want to get into it. So, you know, part of me says look out that way because for me, knowing what I know about dogs, I know that would be better than giving them a puppy. She would be proven. You know what I mean? Like if they wanted to go right into doing bite work with her, and her having all of that, her knowing that she'll catch hogs, knowing that she can go into bite work with her, that shit is valuable. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of times when you give them a puppy, the value is in the cuteness or the breed name or the bloodline, right? Um, it ain't in like what the dog actually brings, and eventually it has to be. And if that dog ain't bringing shit, it end up or if it's bringing the wrong shit, it end up in the shelter or end up being rehomed 10 times. You know what I'm saying? So, um, but Hubble, she has a ton of value for a dog that you keep, not just a dog that you, not a dog that you just breed. She's more than that. So that's the other thing. Is a person whoever I let her go to would have to be like on the same page as far as that kind of shit goes. Yeah, you can start your program up with her, but take her hog hunting. You know what I'm saying? Go have some fun with her. Keep her. You know what I'm saying? She's more than just that. Go do some bite work with her. Go do some workshops or go do some competitions. But again, it's probably at least I'm gonna breed her to Soma in December, and then to Major in June. I might skip a heat for Major. Um, I might skip one for Major just because I need to take time. Her to Major, those puppies are gonna be spicy. So I need to have a plan for like where they're gonna go, and that plan really should start today. You know what I'm saying? Well before I breed the dogs, and I haven't started it really yet. I haven't started showing them together. I haven't really started. I mean, I show them on Instagram. If you don't follow me on Instagram, go check me out on Instagram. By the way, that's where all my better content is. Only because YouTube don't let me put music on my posts. Um, but um, I need to start showing them together and preparing people for like what those dogs would be. I think people who know Major know what's up with him, and he is people are anticipating dogs from him. But they also need to understand like why Hubble is of quality too in that breed, and so I need to do that and kind of show them, get them a picture of what it will be together. So I haven't started doing that yet. So but I don't know. I might start doing it around once it gets a little cooler outside. Because like I said, I'm definitely taking. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do it before Hubble's pregnant in December. So we'll see. before she's in heat in December. I gotta go get Moon Jano glands expressed. That's what she's expressing up there. But I planned on doing Soma, Hubble, and Gaia this year. Gaia, I'm not gonna do this year. I figured Gaia would have come into heat by now. Gaia was a year in June, and I would have taken her to him in December. Um, but because I thought she was gonna come into heat like around June, but she still ain't in heat, and it's July, so I'm not gonna do it on this first heat here, but I might do it on the second, um, and that would be 6 months from the first heat. Of course, hopefully it don't go 8 months. You know what I'm saying? Some dogs can do that, but But yeah, that I'm not super advertised about having. I'm not super worried about having to prepare to sell those because I plan on keeping. Um, I think I'm keeping a good amount of those. Really, honestly, at least probably four, and then I'll kind of worry about the rest. But I think those won't have no problem. I have no problem. Those are. I mean, I do kind of know where those are going already. But if I'm still here in 2027 and all these dogs are here in 2027 and everything is as good or better than it is now, um, I'll have taken Soma by the end of 2027. I have taken Soma to both Hubble and um, both Hubble and Gaia. And then I'll be going like I'll probably take most of those dogs in two different directions. I'll take Soma to Gaia in one direction, and I'll take Soma to Hubble in a different direction. Soma to Gaia will be part of my Rogue Wolf dogs, and Soma to no Soma to Hubble will be part of my Rogue. We'll go into like my Rogue Wolf dogs, and then Soma to Gaia will be a bulldog thing I'm working on. And some of those dogs might come into the Rogue Wolf dogs whenever I need to add some bulldogs, which is the point of me doing that. Just the point of me having like a line of bulldogs based off Soma. And then my Rogue Wolf dogs will be kind of more based off of Soma and Major, or Soma and Void maybe. Soma, Major, and Void, really, honestly, to keep it real. Void's nice. But again, this is all just, contingent on them going the way that I see them going so far. So, even if Lobo don't turn out to be like a dog I want to breed, her sister might. Um, so, and Lobo up to now, Lobo's fire. Lobo's nice. She still has a lot of maturing to do. So, and she is, I would say, no, I would say, um, Gray was a little more mature than Lobo. Gray was wild. She was nuts. Super high energy. She was fucking crazy. Um, but she um, just kind of like looking back at her videos when she was doing bike work and all that kind of shit, and just knowing how she was around humans. You know what I mean? Like knowing how she was, even on hogs. When I took, you know, she was older than Lobo is when I took her on hogs, but she was fucking crazy. She was nice, and even on man, I mean, we started her like you. I mean, she had all the signs. You go up to her, she gonna bark and growl and snap at you and all that kind of stuff. But she was young, and we started her on like a little pillow and all that kind of stuff. And she would do a little, sometimes some young stuff. She would come off. She would stay there. She would never came back. Or you know what I'm saying? She would just like, you know, she might try to go past the pillow and get the leg. You know what I'm saying? Like you know what I mean? Like she was just kind of like. And I saw that my decoy at the time what he was trying to do with her, and I get it. He was trying to, you know, making sure she was solid all around. She was gonna be built, you know, and but it was kind of slowing her down. But I knew her, like I knew the dog. I knew what he wanted to do, but I knew this dog, and I know that she don't care about playing with him, right? So there's like a part of the game where he like you know she'll have to bring the sleeve back, and I get why, you know, I get what that's for, but and we do it with all the other dogs except for Hubble because Hubble ain't playing no. Cause she's like, I'm not gonna play no game with you, so we just go right past that with her. And I was like, let's try this. Let's try this. I think I was like, you know, whatever it was, and it worked. She showed. She's like, bang, this is what I need right here. You know what I mean? So, um, and then she started to really get busy. Um, Lobo at about the same age that I started taking. Um, what was her name? My bad, y'all. I had so many dogs. Gray. At the same time I started taking Gray. Gray's better. Gray shows a little more, um, just more understanding for what's going on. She was more serious. Um, just yeah, I mean, just all together. Lobo's nice. Lobo's nice, but uh, Gray was just a little bit more mature. So when I be talking about, you know, I'm gonna take this dog to that dog, it'd be some other, it'd be like in a perfect world. If they keep growing and turning out to be as good as they can, then that's what I'll do. But if they don't, then you know, we have to figure something else out. But I do expect them to. I mean, they're in good hands, both me and the bike club that I'm in, and um, the dogs behind all of them are there. So you know, so Lobo has everything else. She's tough. She's confident. She's super easy to train. She is athletic. She is super high drive, high prey drive. I mean, she has all of the shit, but she just hasn't put it put much of it all together yet. And Gray had at this time, and that's what I mean when I say she's a little slower to mature than any dog that I've ever had off the moon. And what's crazy is she's double moon. She's two times moon. But again, that I'm okay with that because the other things are the things that I kept her for. So, but again, she's only 7 months. She, you know, Major and Hubble just turned 2 years old. You know what I mean? Soma's only 4 years old. So I know I'll just give her some time and she's gonna be every bit of what I want her to be. Moon's fire, Soma's fire, Major's fire, Hubble's fire, Gaia's fire. But the ones minus Gaia, the dogs that I produce, all of them are fire.
What's up, Moon?
Moon be in the house so much, and she's old now, so I don't really be having her do much. But every time I take her to do something, I be like, damn, this motherfucker still ain't no joke. I want to take her hog hunting, but I don't know. I still might. I also be wanting to take her to bike work too sometimes. But I gotta keep in mind she is 9 years old. Even though she acts like she wants to go do that shit, I probably shouldn't make her go do that shit. Bobo.
What's up, bro?
See if y'all can see her better. YouTube, I'll see what y'all next time.